Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Know Your Daughter 2 Item series. In our previous episode, we covered all of equipment section items. We covered quite a few. And in this episode, we will start talking about items from Miscellaneous section. And in our previous episode, okay, so now let's begin. We'll start with Ring of Regen, and then sMask, Fluffy Hat, Wind Blaze, and let's see if we can go farther than that today. Anyway, so saying that, let's start talk about Ring of Regen, shall we? Ring of Regen is an item purchasable at base shop under Miscellaneous, and we will cover recent changes, but before we do that, let's look at this card view. It costs 175 gold, sale value is 87.5 gold. It gives 1.25 health regeneration bonus. It's not shareable, does not give any usage alert. It's been used in these recipes, headrests, and tranquil books. Now, let's look into recent changes. From 7.33 version and onwards, no longer builds into Hood of Defiance. 7.29 versions and onwards, no longer builds into Force Staff. 7.28 versions and onwards, reduced health regeneration bonus from 1.5 to 1.25. Stay true. So this was about Ring of Regen. Now let's talk about sMask. It's an item purchasable at base shop under Miscellaneous. I'll look at trivia and some changes, but before we do that, let's look at this card view. A mask is commonly used by mages and warlocks for various rituals. Okay, why am I reading that? Anyways, it costs 175 gold. As sale value is 87.5 gold. It gives plus 0.7 mana regeneration. Not shareable, does not give any usage alert, and it's been used in these recipes: Oblivion Staff, Ring of Miscellaneous, Arn of Shadows, Falcon Blade. Now, look at this trivia. In original Dota, this item was called sMask, a reference to a worker of 3 items of the same name. Recent changes. From 7.35 versions and onwards, no longer builds into following items: Medallion of Courage and Phylactery. In 7.33b versions onwards, now builds into Phylactery, and which has been taken out from 7.35 versions and onwards. In 7.29 versions and onwards, no longer builds into Necronomicon. Alright. So that's about sMask. Now let's talk about Fluffy Hat. Fluffy Hat is an item purchasable at base shop under Miscellaneous. We'll look at trivia and recent changes. But before we do that, let's look at this card view. It costs 250 gold. The sell value is 125 gold. It gives plus 125 health. It's not shareable. Does not give any usage alert. And it's been used into these recipes: Falcon Blade, Force Staff, Orb of Corrosion, Haze, and Spirit Vessel. Alright, now moving into trivia. Just like Orb of Renown, description of Fluffy Hat is an alliteration. What? Alliteration? Alteration? A figure of speech. Then a figure of speech where beginning sounds of letters of multiple words the same. In this case, most of its words start with letter F. Fluffy hat. Really? I mean. Alright. So this is how it looks. And recent changes, we see now builds into Spirit Vessel 7.34B version onwards. And 7.33 versions now builds into Pavis, and also no longer builds into Holy Locket. And 7.29 versions now builds into 4-star. Alright, so this is about 7.29. This is about fluffy hats. Now let's look at Windlace. Windlace is an item purchasable at the base shop under Miscellaneous. We'll look at additional information, recommended heroes, trivia, gallery, and recent changes. But before we do that, let's look at this card view. It costs 250 gold. Sell value is 125 gold. It gives plus 20 movement speed as bonus. Not shareable. Does not give any usage alert. And it's been used into these recipes. Yield Scepter of Divinity, Drum of Endurance, Solar Crest, Tranquil Boots. Now, looking into this additional information, movement speed bonuses from multiple windlaces do not stack. However, Windlace stacks with other Windlace-based items though. Okay, so these recipes would stack with another Windlace. Stack with all other movement speed bonuses. Ah, nice. Recommended heroes. Support with low movement speed or roaming support benefit most from Windlace due to its cheap cost. Alright. So Bounty Hunter, Awkward, Crystal Maiden, Lion, Rubik. Heroes with movement speed percentage based increasing abilities or abilities that benefit from movement speed bonuses is also recommended. Say Playing, Slaughter, Spirit Breaker. And trivia, Windlace was first suggested on Play Dota in 2010 by RCH LNKI. Windlace was inspired by introduction of Javelin, which became base for proc-based item. Windlace aims to be a base for non-good movement-based item. Windlace was called Windlace Meta. This is how it looks. Recent changes, 7.26A version onwards no longer builds into Spirit's Vessel. 7.21 version changed movement speed bonuses from 6% to flat 20. 7.20 versions on movement speed bonus flat from 20 to 6%, so it's now after 7.20, and 7.21 version has been back to flat 20. Now builds into Solar Crest as well from 7.20 versions onwards. So this was about Windlace. Looks like we can go for another regular stick, right? We could go for. Alright. Regular stick is an item purchasable at base shop under Miscellaneous. It will cover ability, gallery, and recent changes. But before we do so, let's look at this card view. It costs 322 gold. The sell value is 161 gold. It's active. It is not an active ability. I mean, it's a no target ability. And it does not give any usage alert. Yeah, it's not shareable, does not give any usage alert. It's been used into Magic Wand recipe. Now, Looking into his ability, it's no target ability, only of itself. And this stick does nothing. How interesting. It's a stick, truly. And in recent changes, there is some regular stick change structure, and probably we'll see more of it later on. So looks like we can go for one more. Boost of speed. Yeah, let's do this. Boost of speed is an item purchasable at base shop under Miscellaneous. We'll look at additional information and gallery and recent changes, but first, let's have a look at this boots view. Card view. This costs 500 gold. Sell value is 250 gold. That gives plus 45 on the speed bonus. It's not shareable, does not give a usage alert, and it's been used into these recipes. Boots of travel, base boots, power threads, arcane boots, tranquil boots. Now, looking into additional information, movement speed bonuses for multiple pairs of boots of speed. Based items do not stack. One with higher value takes priority. So whichever is eyebrow takes priority. Stacks with all other movement speed bonuses. So movement speed based items do not stack, but stacks with all other movement speed bonuses. Let's get alright, this is our looks. Recent changes. In 7.26a version and onwards, change movement speed bonus from 15% to a flat 45. In 7.23 version, removed from side lane shops. In 7.20 version, it's changed movement speed bonus from flat 50 to 15%, which is now changed to flat 45. So this was it, fellas. This was all about boosts of speed. We covered quite a few today. Ring of Regent, Sage Smask, Fluffy Hat, Wind Blaze, Regular Stick, and boost of speed. In the next episode, we will cover more items from Miscellaneous before we end this section items as well. Until then, be good to yourself and everybody around you, both in game and out game. And last but not least, good game, everybody. Good game.